What's up, everybody? Sensei here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another video. And I want to apologize if you hear any background noise. It is coming from upstairs. I don't want to disturb people having a good time, It's Saturday night. Let them do what they're going to do. So anyway, yeah. So I don't even know where I'm going with this stream, but we're going to make it work. I was looking at the new, I don't even know what you want to call it, the new RS by Begode. So I'm just going to take and put this thing up. We're going to look at it. We're going to discuss it. I want to hear your thoughts on what they're doing because I can't really add this up to making any sense at all. So I'm going to share the screen and let's just rock and roll this thing out. Okay, I'm looking at the screen like, what is going on here? All right, so let's just do this. And let's continue. So we're looking at the new Begode, Gotway, whatever you want to call it, RS19 for 2022. Now, I want to give credit to this page. I got this off of eRides. If you're in the UK, eRides is the place to go for all your PEV needs. Hafiz K is phenomenal, and he definitely takes care of his customer base. So this page is off of eRides. Go follow them on a YouTube channel, Instagram, and definitely if you're in the UK or other European countries, make sure you use them for anything you need dealing with PEVs, electric skateboards, scooters, and electric unicycles. So like I was saying before, the new 2022 RS19 electric unicycle was developed with battery safety in mind. So there is a video out there. It looks like they're showing them drilling a hole in the battery, and you do see some smoke coming out, but it doesn't catch fire or anything like that. That's fantastic. We're all, because Begode is known for their batteries and some things that can happen to it. I'm not going to get into it. Anyone that's been in this community long enough or been riding long enough knows the stuff that's been happening with Gotway wheels or Begode wheels. We're just going to call it Begode, okay, for right now, because everyone pronounces a little bit different. So I just lost my place. So it's talking about the batteries, a puncture to the battery seal. Okay, so basically what they're saying is a puncture to these new batteries will not cause it to go up in flames. Plain and simple. You can read it. It's right there. And this is for the 2022 RS19. That sounds great. People saw that. They were like, yeah, that's fantastic. And I looked at it. I was like, oh, okay. That's what they're doing. I'm picking up what they're laying down. Sorry, I'm going to have me a beverage here. I'm drinking some hibiscus ginger beer. Don't knock it till you try it. It's delicious. A little something to wet my whistle here. So now, we're going to start moving into the main grit of the issue that I have with this new RS19 for 2022. Because I have a RS19 high speed. I love it. It has pros, it has cons, but overall, I think it's a phenomenal electric unicycle. But this one here does not stack up. Doesn't stack up like Legos. So it says the new Begode RS The high voltage C38 version has stronger power and faster speed. C38 speed increased from C38 motor, 79 kilometers an hour to 88 kilometers an hour. Okay. Kilometers an hour, I'm sorry, 88 kilometers, whatever. That's fine there. The new battery is resistant to overcharge and overcharge, whatever that is, it's resistant to overcharge and overcharge. And the number of cycle charging is much higher than that of the previous battery version. Great. I don't understand why they put overcharge twice. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't read right. The new battery is resistant to overcharge and overcharge. Okay, that's how it's written. You can see it. The most important thing is safety, less range, but safer. Okay. All right. This is where I'm having an issue with this thing. Listen to the third one. The most important thing is safety, less range, but safer. Okay. I purchased my RS19 high speed from eWheels, and I got it with the upgraded battery packs. Okay. I love it. Haven't had any issues with the thing whatsoever. They're getting their battery packs custom made. So I'm happy with that. But you're looking at this new RS. It's a 3,000 watt nominal motor, C38 motor, with a 1020 watt hour battery, 1,020 watt hour battery. What were they thinking? That's the same battery. Now, it's not the same, but the same watt hour battery that I have in my Tesla V2. I'm going to say that again. That's the same watt hour battery that I have in my Tesla V2. And the Tesla V2 is going on, it's over 2 years old now. Let that sink in. Why would they sell a wheel with a big motor and a 1,020 watt hour battery? I don't get it. I don't even think that's safe. Now, I modded my Tesla V2 and I put a 2.5-inch tire on and I lost some range. That's fine. I use it as a commuter wheel. It's not a long range wheel. It gets you where I need to go. The handling's phenomenal. And I raised the pedal hangers on it. Okay? Last time I rode it, it was about 11 miles. We're going to round it up. It was like 10.6 miles. I'll say 11 miles. And I was just above 50% battery. And the Tesla has a 1,900 watt hour motor. Do the math. So if you're riding this new RS with a 3,000 watt motor and a 1,020 watt hour battery, the mileage is going to suck. You're lucky if you'll get, and if you're a high speed rider, you're lucky if you'll be able to get 12 miles of high speed riding on this unicycle. I don't even think you're going to get that much. Because my top speed when last time I rode my Tesla was 28 miles an hour. 28 miles an hour with a 1,900 watt motor. So what do you think that's going to equate to with the new RS with a 3,000 watt motor and a 1,020 watt hour battery? I would love to hear it in the comments because it's not going to be much mileage. And I'm talking guys that ride fast like U-Stride, Nate from the Grander Life, EVX is a fast rider, Zen Lee. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys out there. If I'm missing anybody, forgive me. Black Cobra rides pretty fast. Law, he can ride fast. I would love to hear or see one of these guys put this thing to the test and just to see what the mileage is going to be, because I don't get it. I really don't. Now, I'm digging a motor, and it's a 3,000 watt motor. But in my opinion, what I would do, I would order this thing with no battery in it and buy batteries to put in it. That's what I would do. I mean, you're paying $1,927. So what would it cost with no battery? $1,200, maybe $1,100 with no battery in it. Because it has to be two 510 watt hour packs in it. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what's in the that's what's in my Tesla. I think 200 two 510s. Now, one good thing you could do is it could be a race wheel. You know, if you're just racing with that big motor and, you know, you're just running a few laps and then you can recharge. But I really don't see this. I mean, look at it. I can't make sense out of it. So we're going to move over to the next slide here. And this is just showing some more of the, you know, shows the appearance, the hardware, and the software. So let's just start from, really not worried about the pedal height and all that type of stuff. Well, the pedal height, if I'm not mistaken, what is that? 100. I have a few notes here. It's 150 millimeters. So that's 5.9 inches, just about 6 inches of pedal clearance. The weight, the net weight is 29 kilograms. I'm sorry, 28 kilograms. So that's about 61 pounds. And then 32 kilograms would be about 70 pounds. Now, one is saying the net weight and one's the rough weight. I don't know what the difference is between the net and the rough weight. So I know my RS is like 58 or 59 pounds. So it's about the same weight. But you would think that because of less battery, you would save weight. But no, I think the motors are heavy. And I always hear people saying, oh, the batteries add a lot of weight. I know when we modded the Tesla, that motor was heavy. Most of the weight came from the motor, not the batteries. Most of that weight came, I picked the motor. I was like, wow. People are always talking about how heavy batteries are. Pick up the motors, man. Those motors are heavy. There's no lights on it. We can see it right here. And no Bluetooth speaker. So if there's no Bluetooth speaker in it, you could probably take and put additional batteries in this thing. That's what I was saying. It'd probably be better off just to get the shell of it and tell them, hey, you'll put your own batteries in it. I don't know. That's just me, though. And no LCD screen. I took that off. Well, that doesn't even matter because the LCD screen really doesn't do anything. I cannot see that thing while I'm riding. I never look at it when I'm riding. It's just in an awkward place and it's too small. When I stop, I'll look down and take a look at it. But that's it. Otherwise, I'm not looking at that screen. That screen is just a waste. It was just like it was an afterthought. I really don't know what else to say. I just don't. understand why they would put something out like this, because it's really, especially when you have a lot of riders looking for more range. Anybody that is a fast rider, there's no way that they would pick this thing up, because you're not getting any mile. Yeah, it's safer, but you're not going to get any range. So, I mean, if they're talking about putting a safe battery, why didn't they just put the same battery that they have in the RS? Why didn't they just put an 1800 watt hour safe battery in it instead of a 1020 watt hour battery? It's just, I don't get it. And I can sit here and bang my head off the table and try to make myself understand this, and it's just not going to work. Yeah, it's safer, but the battery's too small. And it seems like sometimes the way they do things, instead of them moving forward, for every step they take forward, they're taking like 3 steps back. They just came out with a new RS anyway. So why do you need another RS right now? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't want to drag this out any more than I did already. If anybody has any comments, drop them in the comment section below, because I would love to hear what y'all have to say. I just think this thing was a total waste of time. We all want batteries to be safe. I give them credit for developing a safe battery. But at least if you're going to, you could have put this safe battery into the same RS torque or high speed you have developed right now with just new batteries, without having to do what you guys just did with this thing, because it doesn't make any ounce of sense. No Bluetooth speaker, no lights on it, small battery. To me, you guys taken, and Begode, you guys have taken 3 steps back instead of moving forward. So with that being said, remember, you get on your wheel and you ride it like you hate it. I'm Sensei. You be safe out there, but you ride your wheel like you hate it. Always ride with the angels. Hello. Good night. And if anybody can make sense out of this, please drop it in the comment below, because to me, this was just a bad decision by the company.